Thank you so much. As Henry VIII said to each of his wives, I will not be keeping you here for long. It's an extraordinary honor to introduce someone who doesn't need a waiver. But speaking more seriously, it is actually an extraordinary honor to introduce one of the wisest and most courageous people that I know. Dan Rose knew me before I was born because he knew my parents. And through almost half a century, I've come to see in Dan Rose a person of courage and insight and wisdom in a very rare sense. He is a liberal in the old sense. That means a person who believes fundamentally not in telling tales, but in discovering the truth. And at the end of the discovery of truth, believing in the humanity that you find. Believing in the humanity that you find, warts and all, without a stretch, a moment of sentimentality, without a touch of illusion, but always at the end with the instinct for generosity and the instinct that changing a single child's life can change a world. Years before charter schools became the thing, Dan Rose understood that we were offering too few hours to inner city school children. Dan Rose understood that our school years were too short. Dan Rose understood that the reason zip codes had become your fate had nothing to do with the children who were born there and everything to do with what we did to those children. We are now only now catching up to the insights that he helped us to see. We spend $54 billion a year in this state on P-12 public education. So much of it could be better spent if we would but listen to the lessons that Dan Rose began to give us all those years ago. It is a distinct honor and an enormous personal privilege to welcome to the stage someone who we should all do more listening to, Dan Rose.